Sardar Gurtej Singh, Major General PBS Lamba, Sardar Ranjot Singh, Professor Renu Vig, the recipients of the honors today, Sardar Gurdev Singh IAS, Sardar Hardyal Singh IAS, Professor Balkar Singh, Sardar Bhupinder Singh Bajwa, and Sardar Mota Singh Sarai. My revered teachers from the law faculty, other dignitaries present today, ladies and gentlemen. Seva simply means service to others. Service under the Sikh ideals is seva if it is done without the expectation of reciprocation. Seva has to be selfless. The Guru Granth Sahib explains at page 286, one who performs seva without the thought of any reciprocation will achieve his Lord and Master. That is the importance which the Sikh religion gives seva. When I was researching about the concept of seva, I realized that the meaning attributed to seva was the result of the crystallization of many, many different thoughts. So seva means many, many different things. I will today endeavor to bring forth some of the things that seva is all about. The idea of langar as seva was introduced by Guru Nanak Dev at Kartarpur Sahib, now in Pakistan. According to Guru Nanak Dev, there could be no better human deed than selfless service, than sharing one's resources for those in need. Sharing resources is the basic concept of seva. The other day, my granddaughter, little granddaughter, had a box of chocolates in her hands. And I asked her to give me some. She readily offered the chocolates to me. And what she said to me was absolutely amazing. She explained to me why she was giving the chocolates to me. She said, Dadaji, do you know Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, sharing is caring. So this is what seva is all about. Anyway, Guru Angad Dev, the second Sikh Guru, described seva as selfless service. He felt that selfless service was a means to achieving better understanding, better awareness, and more humility. He was, in a manner of understanding, telling us that selfless service would make us better human beings. According to Guru Amardas, the third Sikh Guru, ego was an enormous hurdle in the path towards remembrance of God. According to him, ego could be overcome with humility. And humility could be achieved very, very simply by performing seva. Guru Ramdas, the fourth Sikh Guru, whose 450th Guru Rai anniversary we have assembled to celebrate today, propagated that performing seva was a means to moral upliftment. He also propagated that performing seva was a means of improving community relations. All these attributes of seva put together is how the Sikh tradition understands the meaning of seva. I have decided today to share with you two out of the many incidents of seva involving Guru Ramdas. Both are well documented in Sikh mythology. The first incident. Guru Ramdas was born in a very, very poor family. And his parents wanted him to start earning so as to supplement the family income. A person living nearby used to sell boiled gram to support his family. So when Ramdas was not even 7 years old, his mother used to boil gram for him, which he would go and sell in the city. Sometimes he would go and sit on the banks of river Ravi to sell the boiled gram. One day, some hungry sadhus, after taking a dip in the river, approached Ramdas and asked him for the boiled gram. They impressed upon him that if he gave these boiled gram in the name of God, all that he gives would be returned to him, multiplied by 1,000 times. Ramdas immediately handed over all the remaining boiled gram to the sadhus. This was seva, sharing one's resources with those in need. This was seva in its purest form, at the hands of a child who was yet to enter his teens. The second incident. Ramdas was orphaned at the age of 7. When he was 12, his grandmother took him to her village, Basarke. Basarke also happened to be the ancestral village of Guru Amardas. From the very beginning, Ramdas enjoyed the company of holy men. So whenever Guru Amardas would visit Basarke, Ramdas would attend all his congregations. One day, when Guru Amardas was visiting Basarke and was shortly to leave for Khudur Sahib, where his own Guru Angad Dev lived, he asked Ramdas whether he would like to go with him to Khudur Sahib. Ramdas readily agreed to go with him. This was in 1946. After living for a few years in Khudur Sahib, Guru Amardas and Ramdas moved to Goindwal Sahib to permanently settle there. At Goindwal Sahib, the Hindus were very disturbed with the activities of the Sikhs, and they lodged a number of complaints against the Sikhs to the Mughal representative at Goindwal Sahib. Their main grievance was the action of the Sikhs in organizing free langars. They had other caste issues, but they were secondary. But their primary issue was that why are these people organizing free langars here? Guru Amardas nominated Ramdas to be his representative in the Mughal emperor's court. Ramdas appeared before Emperor Akbar and put forth the submission that in the eyes of the divine, all of humanity is equal. Based on this mission, he pleaded that the action of serving free wheels is merely an act of serving the divine. This is not a fault at all. We are only serving the divine. The Mughal emperor was very impressed with Ramdas's submissions and dismissed all the complaints. So one can see that the concept of seva as a service to the divine was in the inner conscience of Ramdas. One would not be wrong in thinking that this was a brilliant submission of a wise young man. But history tells us that this is the true Sikh spirit of seva. We all know the story of Bhai Kanhaiya. The Vice Chancellor mentioned it just now. During the battles between the Sikhs and the Mughals at Anandpur Sahib, Bhai Kanhaiya was tasked with the responsibility of serving water to the wounded soldiers. Bhai Kanhaiya was also seen serving water to the Mughal soldiers. So he was taken before Guru Gobind Singh with this accusation. When Bhai Kanhaiya was asked To explain his position, he merely submitted in his defense that I see in the eyes of all the fallen soldiers the image of the divine, upon which Guru Gobind Singh told all those people who had brought Pai Kanhaiya to him that Pai Kanhaiya had correctly understood the teachings of the Gurus. Even though originally the issue of seva was confined to the Gurudwara, seva included keeping the temple clean, donating food for langar, preparing and serving langar, washing used dishes. But seva has now become broad-based. Sikhs now lend a helping hand to the community whenever the need arises. When I was researching this aspect, I came across some very interesting cases in the recent past. Nepal was struck by a 7.8 magnitude earthquake in April 2015. Sikhs got together in Australia and contributed a huge amount for relief to those who were affected by the earthquake. Following a tsunami and a volcanic eruption in Indonesia in October 2018, Sikh organizations launched a Feed a Family campaign. They commenced hosting langar distribution twice a day. Many Indonesian families who are predominantly Muslims joined hands with the Sikh community to serve the affected families. Funds collected from the Feed a Family campaign was subsequently used in rebuilding activities. In April 2021, a social group known as Khalsa Help International was formed after the March 2021 COVID-19 lockdown. The group commenced their seva at a Gurudwara in Ghaziabad. The first patient was a 55-year-old semi-conscious woman. She was administered medical oxygen. After an hour, her condition improved. The organizers posted a video of this incident on Facebook. By the next morning, over 1,000 vehicles with COVID patients lined up outside the Gurudwara. Within 2 days, the daily number of patients exceeded 400. The group improvised by using plumbing pipes to administer oxygen to 10 to 16 people simultaneously from one cylinder. The langar continued till mid-May. The group is believed to have helped revive around 15,000 COVID patients in merely 22 days. In October 2023, Sikhs extended relief in Valencia and Spain after more than 200 people were killed by flash floods. A Sikh NGO from USA reached out to the victims and offered aid to the survivors. They provided hot meals and subsequently helped in cleaning up activities. Sikh organizations carried out relief operations to provide essential support to those severely impacted by Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. Local Gurdwaras joined hands to provide direct assistance to individuals affected by the hurricane by distributing hot meals, water, propane tanks, heaters, medicines, charcoal, dehumidifiers, and other basic necessities. These incidents of seva are endless. But now a few words about Guru Ramdas himself. One aspect of every individual's life are his achievements. When I researched on the achievements of Guru Ramdas, I found that he had composed 638 hymns. That's about 10% of the hymns in the Guru Granth Sahib. This contribution of Guru Ramdas to the Guru Granth Sahib was certainly a remarkable achievement. Guru Ramdas, I found, was also an accomplished poet. He wrote as many as 30 poems in the form of ragas in Indian classical music. Guru Ramdas, along with Guru Amar Das, is also credited with the Lavan and the Anand written in the Suhi mode. These are unbelievable achievements, and it is not possible for me to express these achievements in words. But while dealing with the achievements of Guru Ramdas, it is most important to remember that Guru Ramdas planned and raised the city of Amritsar as a new settlement for the Sikhs. As a new settlement for the Sikhs. Guru Ramdas also built the Golden Temple at Amritsar. When I close my eyes and I think of Amritsar and I think of the Golden Temple, I feel that these were two greatest contributions by anyone to the Sikh community. Amritsar today has become the focal point of the Sikh religion. And the Golden Temple has today become the central point of worship for the Sikhs. It is now not possible to imagine the Sikh identity without either Amritsar or the Golden Temple. Now a little bit about the personal life of Ramdas. When I was narrating the second incident to you, the incident of seva involving Ramdas, you must have wondered why I was giving such a long historical background. That background was given by me to explain the long association of Guru Amar Das and Ramdas, which started at Basarke, when Ramdas was probably 14 or 15 years old. It continued when the two went together to Khadur Sahib in 1546. And it continued thereafter when the two went together to Goindwal Sahib. Based on the wisdom and spiritual attributes which Guru Amar Das found in Ramdas, he married his own daughter to Ramdas. So Ramdas became a member of the household of the Guru. When the time came for Guru Amardas to nominate his successor, Guru Amardas passed over two of his own sons and nominated Ramdas as his successor. Guru Ramdas became the fourth Guru of the six in 1574. That is how we have assembled today to celebrate his 450th Gurai anniversary. The stories of seva and the stories of Guru Ramdas are endless. But I endorse what the speakers before me said, that seva is now to be cultivated in the next generation. Guru Ramdas's thoughts need to be cultivated in the next generation. And I hope this 3 days conference will help the organizers of this function to find out means and ways to inculcate seva in the next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for your time and your patience. Madam Vice Chancellor, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to this august audience. Thank you all. Thank you very much.